I don't like what the media slash social media landscape has become. The attention span is cooked. You need to basically fight for attention. Some platforms like TikTok, the average playback time is 2 to 3 seconds. Some clips bomb you with effects. There is like an effect in every second or multiple effects in 1 second. And it just stimulates your brain so much that you just want to skip. Something that confuses me is also that some people have decent reach, but they have like really inconsistent views. There are some videos that have like 200,000 views, but then other videos that only have like 700 or 1000 views. And AI isn't making any of this better. It's making it even worse. Because now some people don't even have to do anything anymore. They don't have to collect information for their videos. They don't even have to film or take pictures themselves. They just write a script and then they have everything that they want in less than 3 seconds. You know, when you want to put meaning in your videos, when you don't want to just mass produce and post for the sake of posting, it is a bit difficult nowadays when you actually don't want to do that, but you have to in order to somehow get into the landscape. I even heard some people on TikTok saying you need to post up to 7 times a day, which isn't that a bit too crazy? A thoughtful and good produced video just takes time, and it's just exhausting when you put hours and hours of work into one video and it barely does get any recognition, any views, and then you see other videos that are like really short and it somehow gets so many views. You can see that on other accounts or even on your own account. This just gives us the wrong idea. So I think it's also really dependent on us, so that we focus with what we want more. If we are going to engage more with short content, of course we are going to get more of that content on and on. And if we want back the old type of content, let's say, we can focus with like pushing and supporting these type of videos. It's not completely over, because on YouTube you can still find many great YouTube channels that are still doing well-produced videos. So nevertheless, I think if you like doing content, you should still do it. And even if you don't like the way it is done today, you don't have to do it exactly this way. Somewhere you can adjust some things, but you can also keep it real, keep it old school. And I think there are still people who enjoy it. Things have changed like they always do. And we also have to look at the improvements. It would not be really fair if I just talk about the bad things now and I don't mention the good things, because there are some really good things that came along. For example, editing tools and knowledge has become much more accessible for the average person than years ago. You can do most of the needed work with free software, and you don't have to have the craziest equipment to start. And even if you need some equipment, most of the time for most people it's going to be in an affordable range. At the end of the day, we could probably say that things are balanced out, more or less. It's just a question how we are dealing with the change. After all, there is always going to be a change. So staying flexible is necessary anyway. So in a time of high dopamine, brain rot, and AI slop, as a community we just need to set priorities. We need to see where change is necessary and where we should hop or not hop in the train. Meaningful and authentic produced art cannot be produced in masses. So yeah guys, what do you think about this topic? As a content creator, I think everyone is affected by this topic. If you have another view on this topic, you can write it in the comments. I would be glad to read some of your ideas. See you in the next video and stay safe.